Before using various queries on the data available, let me create so at least five records in each table. Now we have enough number of records, and let us apply certain queries on the available tables to extract proper information out of the activity. So let me plan queries. First, I will use some query, and I will use some query on salary table to add all salaries. Okay, then average of salaries in salary table. Okay, so these two and other things also I will implement on salary table. Please practice it. Remember guys, I want your access file to be send it to me, so I want everybody to work on activities. All right, so now let me try with grouping option. Now see, we want to group details by employee ID, right? And let us cross check with salary table. Salary contains 1401 1504 two times. When you group it now, it distinctly displays the details, means only the details that are distinct, means unique, those will be printed, means 1401 1402 1503 1504 will be printed. No repetition of data will be observed. Let me check with the query. Salary employee ID, grouping by employee ID, group by, done. Okay, simple. Here to get this one, let me start with a new query. Create query design. Now if you see here, we have totals. This function should be activated. When I clicked on this one, sorry, I will be dragging it here, so dragged it to the query pane, and now I am selecting employee ID here. Here select a design. In the design there will be option, because you want to use group by function, right? So I am selecting total. It automatically changes here. So say pehle, if I remove this one, this is how it looks. When you use total, it shows aggregate functions. You can select any of this function, this filter type, to use on the document. All right, so now I'm trying to show employee ID. I'm grouping employee IDs. Grouping means this salary table consists of various employee IDs. In this 1401 1402 1503 are by the name of the columns, like a row में जो employee ID column, based on that column it will be grouping. Means when we apply group, it will display 1401 1402 1503 and 1504, because 1504 is grouped into 1504. So let me check this one. I will make this one 50,000. 50,000. Okay, so when I publish this one. So first I will be publishing grouping on employee ID. It discloses 1401, 1402, 14, 1503 and 1504. Later I will try to calculate total salary taken by the each employee. Means I will be grouping based on the employee, and the grouping calculates the total money of the respective employee. Means for 1504 it should be 1 lakh, because by grouping and summing it becomes 50,000 plus 50,000, so it will be 1 lakh. So let us try with the query. So now I have a query, I'm running it. Select design and run it. How I got, run it. It shows employee ID 1401 14. So the purpose is satisfied. It means that based on the value of the employee ID, things got grouped. Alright, let us go to the wizard again, and let me select salary. So now I am grouping salary value, and I will calculate total salaries paid to the each employee. As we are using group by, it automatically groups employee ID values. Alright, so now let us see this one. As I told you, this 1504 twice appearing in the table, so for this value total sum of salary is 1 lakh, because the values related to 1504 added with each other as we used group by function. The next query that we planned is average of salaries in salary table. So let us try save this one. Okay, save this query. Next, create another query. In this query, by using this query, we want to show average salary in salary table. What is the total? We have number of salary details. So as it's shown, see, these are salary details. The average of these values should be printed by using a query. So to do that, what I do, I will select salary, and in design I will select totals, and rather than selecting group by, I will select average. Okay, this is average salary that is created because of the that is calculated from the values that are existing in the table. Okay, in the same way we can apply different types of functions. So let me save this one. I have saved some query. Now create, so sorry, this one is average query. Now let me create a query to display total of salaries. Okay, so I'm selecting salary, and in design clicking on totals, I will get aggregate functions kind of thing here. In that I will select sum, and this means that from salary all the salary details should be added. It automatically provides the value, and I'm saving this one. In the same way, you can use various types of aggregate functions. Means total means aggregate one, and you can disclose proper information. Alright, let me take count. This total we have 5 records. It automatically creates this kind of query when we use the wizard. So this one will be helpful to run the code, but rather than creating this kind of SQL queries, we are creating queries using create option. Alright. Sorry. After saving this, try performing other expressions to other functions too, and disclose data. Save all the queries and forward it to me after completing the task. Alright. So this is how we use various types of queries to calculate totals, some statistical related information. In the next video, we'll learn about nested queries and joins.